What's up, YouTube? It's your boy FFA XP here. How's it going? Today I want to talk about what we kind of briefly talked about last video, and that was let me explain. Now, I didn't really get to explain it last video, I just briefly hinted at it. Alright, but what let me explain is a series that I really want to start, where I have a bunch of stuff on my mind and I'd like to share it with you guys, and that can range anywhere from stuff in the community, what you guys want to see, why I haven't been doing something, why I do stuff certain ways, you know, just basically an inside my mind every now and then. And something I wanted to talk about for the first one is YouTube. Let me explain YouTube. Alright, so if you guys are just now getting into YouTube, it's really important to understand that YouTube is something that you don't just wake up and you want to do. YouTube is something that you strive for. Like, for instance, me personally, I've been playing Call of Duty ever since the release date of Modern Warfare 2. Actively, and I've just like dedicated most of, at least like 75% of my life to getting better at this game and doing fun stuff. And now YouTube, I've dedicated probably like a good 85% of my life on trying to make it and trying to get the software that I need and the hardware that I need and all that stuff. So don't just go out and buy a capture card and make a YouTube account and just automatically expect to get big. That's everyone's first mistake. You gotta think, guys, back in the day when we first started, and I say we as a community of people, because I remember the days before partnerships were even a thing. We all uploaded videos. It was kind of like, ha, cool, look at what I did, you know? And then money got involved, and that's kind of when it all went downhill. So we all used to do this stuff for fun before money, sponsors, and all this other stuff was even a thing. And the worst thing that I see that kills me today is I see all these people coming up and they're like begging for like small time sponsorships and stuff like that, when in reality the only reason you should do YouTube is for the fans, and you want to personally entertain people and have fun by showing people what you love to do. And that's the whole thing to it. That's why most people get demotivated and are unsuccessful with it, is because they're doing YouTube for the wrong reasons. And now, if you are doing YouTube for the right reasons, you have to understand, becoming big does not happen overnight. It's a long, hard, and grueling process of hate and love and all sorts of stuff, because there might be one video that you upload one week that will get so much hate you will just feel like ending it all and deactivating all of your accounts. But if you keep pushing your next couple videos, haters turn into fucking, I'm not sure what they turn into, but they turn into fans sometimes. Like I've even been in this position where I've hated on a YouTuber so much just for like the dumbest reasons, literally, like because I used to be a sniper in the COD community real big, and I used to like hate on like T-Mart and stuff for like what he did before but like I hated on him and I didn't even know what his content was about. I just knew what he did. Like I never really actually watched any of his videos, and when I actually started watching him, it's what really inspired me to start doing this like full-time, like not full-time like a job, but like not making episodes and edits and stuff like that, like actually getting into the game and having fun and helping people get better. And I realized that there's a lot of people like that. They'll just hate for no reason. They'll hate just to hate, and you can't let those people put you down. You have to keep pushing forward. And as long as you're doing what you love on the game, there should really be no reason why you should be demotivated and or quit at all. And another thing is, YouTube is very difficult to get into. Because it costs, especially in 2015, you know, it costs a lot of money. And I remember as a smaller kid, like I'm 19 now, guys, but I remember as a smaller kid, around the ages of like 14, 15, and 16. I didn't really, and even younger than that. I mean, some of you guys I know are like 9 and 10. You don't have a job and you can't get a job, and that makes this whole process 10 times harder. And because that was all I wanted to do is YouTube, literally, but I didn't have the money to buy all this stuff to get into it and do it correctly, because there's so many bigger YouTubers out there like Allier and T-Mart and Syndicate and all these other guys that have million sub channels with a ridiculous fan base, and I just always saw that as a younger kid as that's just so damn cool, you know? Like, you got all these people putting all their attention on you, and you get to entertain every single one of them. And that's what I wanted to do. I knew at a very young age that that's what I wanted to do, because I loved playing video games. I still love playing video games. I will probably always love playing video games. And being able to entertain people while doing what I love is the most amazing thing anyone can ever ask for.
Missile ready for launch.
It is truly spectacular. So if this is what you're gonna do not get demotivated, guys. I've been demotivated, but it was because I was not doing what I truly love. I was trying to be something that I wasn't, and I was trying to work towards it, and I figured if I practiced hard enough, I would eventually get there. But that is not the case. If you do not truly love it in your heart, and if you cannot see yourself doing it in the next year or so, there's no real reason to pursue it that hard, like really trying, because you really won't have the outcome that you want in a year. I mean, T-Mart has been doing this for like the past 5 years of his life. That's what it's taken for him to get over 1 million subs. Like, I think he's got like 2 or 3 million now. It's something ridiculous, you know. But he started back in the time that I was talking about, when none of us even knew that we could get paid for this. Like, we were just doing it just for fun, because that's what we love to do. And I just want to make sure that you upcoming YouTubers, you really understand that, and you take it to heart, because I want you guys to succeed, and I don't want you to spend all this money and then just get demotivated and GG. But it really is a fun process once you get into it. I just want to make sure that you guys are doing what you love to do, and it took me 3 years to figure out what I love to do, and I just want to make sure that you guys know that right off the bat. But anyway, this has been Let Me Explain. It's been FFA XP.